Hey guys, welcome back to day 14. I'm just gonna be playing. We need a new town, so hang on, let's just keep going. Need that capacity up. I'm gonna be quite brutal here, also with the gold, just FYI. I really want it up. It's gonna be a def plus scout town, so I really want those units out there. You also just gotta level up. So, but otherwise we've just been running the account up since yesterday, got those cap fields to 15, completed those. And then these two towns, we now have TSs and stable at 20 in both of them. And then the hammer is running, and again spawn is great stable to 18 now. We just removed residence and smithy after completing TT upgrades. Along with the defense, and then we have some more capacity there. Like the rating is going pretty good, so we kind of need to upgrade that. And then yeah, let's just do like this and like this, and then we can dump some stuff. I think I'll just be practical right now. There, and then we can simply just prepare boost from all of these bad boys. How many? Okay. So I'm just gonna honestly here run everything to 20. In our storage capacity, and then all of this would just fill up and we can start working on the fields. So got a lot of stuff coming in. We got 10 seconds. Uh-oh. Oh no, what have I done? But that shouldn't be an issue. It's just one warehouse level. Just put that on and then there's no overflow. So, but we can just keep an eye on it. Do 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 do. Ooh, gotta sneeze. Bad timing for that stuff. Boom. There we go. Then we just do another one just because we can. And it's supposed to go to 20 anyways. And just so we're not gonna be missing any crop, we have 4 minutes until that stuff lands. We can just sim some crop fields. I think I need to be a little extravagant here. Me and Nick started talking too much before I sent him out the house, so otherwise we've been running that farming decently. Nick also activated another list here at spawn, and then here Cab is still just running. BO1, we activated a list more. And here we moved up another 100 farms to come into BO2, and BO3 we're also extending a little bit slowly, but again it's just long distance micro rating, so right now I'm just testing it, and then just trying to keep all the TTs out. Running in 5 towns right now, but cap doesn't really count. And hey there, Dodo. Welcome back. Thanks for checking in. Let's see, is this overflowing? Oh. Well, we'll start to here in 3 minutes. Maybe I should just spend down a bit there on the main building, just to equalize things, give us a little bit more space. Come on. There we go. And then we can't really do anything more. It's what, 26,000? Won't cause any overflow now. So then we can probably finish 20s or 19s, probably 19 on each. And then we still have a lot of resources left over to make our 10s, and then we can start simming a lot more, and then we can bank up more resources and then complete it in some hours. But yeah, cap just stuck here at 15. We had to build a palace to 15 through the night, and then we settled from there, this town just now, and then we could pull that down. That makes us able to still keep up the smithy, and we're gonna get that to 20 and upgrade our phalanx, and then we're just gonna keep running phalanx here in the capital at 20, and then we can take down smithy, stable, and then like with this one we can build 16s, smithy down, stable down, then we can build 17s, and then we'll still be able to just pump defense. So that's kind of the plan forward for now regarding the capital. And then we're just running stables here on 20, right? So pretty quickly getting some TTs out now, almost 1,000 there and 400 here. And then when they get up and become self-sustainable on just raiding, then we can start sword production. They're not going to be siege heavy to begin with at all, maybe rams, but mainly just for the units here, just to get some nice decent size hammer power, and then we can use them for artifact cleaning or whatnot. But we'll see how our production and raiding scales throughout the game. Of course we want siege, but it's mainly going to be here in BO1 for now. So let's see, yeah, just waiting for that. Could spend down a little bit here in spawn. Let's just extend that queue a bit. Can we put up any trades? We could, but let's just wait for these to be picked, I guess. But nah, let's set them up for crop, and then yeah, and we stop setting a max distance because yeah, this is a lot easier, lesser mistakes. So put up some stuff there. What's the time? Okay, a few more minutes. Let's spend down here. Oh, we could get it to 20 now. I think I'll just do that. And then let's wait for, we'll get to 40k crop, so no overflow either. So we can put on just at level 19, and then I'll NPC into a level 20, and then that's done. And then we can fill up some more from everywhere. We also been trying to get stuff to 20 here, and warehouse not up, but granaries got up to 20, so it's a little bit easier to control and do bigger NPC loads with our rating. Good evening, Kobe. Oh no, I also forgot to announce in the Discord. So yeah, I just started sneaking in a stream here. So leaving everybody out. It's just me sitting here chillaxing. So, thanks for dropping by, you guys. It makes it a little bit more homey, a little bit more chill. And hey, Bausch. When is it landing? 2 minutes. Then we can put on iron, maybe. That fits for almost 2 minutes. So let's do that. And all these kinda should honestly just get more mercs, because we need more merchants. Now I'm gonna boost the capital. As you can see, Nick earlier today completed all our granaries to 20. So it really gives us a nice NPC location to just feed in everything and then do a big NPC. So it's a good time to get that done now. Otherwise, they were just hovering around 16, 15, 14, right? Last few days. Just been prepping them all slow and steady. So 1 minute left here. I think I'll do the... Did Nick just do the raid list? I think so. Alright, Kobe got a question. Quick question. How do usually tech supporters main to 20 granary to 20 and storage to 20, then rest in manual? And you mean by tech supporters, you mean by building them? Sorry. It's a weird question. We're not talking about techs, right? But main to 20, granary to 10 or 20, and storage to 20, then rest is manual. Well, that's gonna be the plan now. You'll see. Just stick around. We'll get some more resources coming in soon. But now, like, the foundation we're gonna do is, of course, get all of these to 20. You can't do that in the early game, but now we're starting to have so much production that we can get it up straight away. Later on, you can also do 2 of each. 2 warehouses, 2 granaries, main building to 20. Then you have a lot of space. But that's very nice when you're boosting far out. Like, let's say you want to build up a supporter further out to get, I don't know. This is a bad example right now, but you want to settle this and take those 2 aces, then it's pretty far. So getting up that full capacity, 20 2 warehouses, 2 granaries, can make it very easy later on. But let's see, I wanted to do that and then get this to 20. Oh. And then we can work a little bit more on it here. But at this pace in the game, we're gonna do, yeah, all of these to 20. No more resources, damn it. Well, all of these to 20. I'm gonna push 1 of each resource type to 10. I'm gonna build the 25%, and then we're gonna start simming everything up here to like 3 or 4, probably 4, and then I'll boost up the rest. But we can do that, like, we're gonna bank up resources in the meantime, and then we can finish those bigger levels really quickly in a few hours when we're done doing the simming. So So plan was to send some resources. Okay, I should just have maxed, right? So is any of these are home? So let's just dump everything into the cab. Cab is also pretty close by. I guess we can only send what's home. Yeah. Okay, I can send from both of these in 10 seconds. What about hero resources to boost towns? Well, I did that, like, I was like, we just settled it, and I was like to Nick, and I started boosting up here to 10, and I was like, no, I better turn on the stream, educational purposes, but no, we banged up 120,000, like 35k of each, and then I just dumped that into granary warehouse capacity straight away, and then I started filling up from the capital that is close by. Right, we're just building up this one, so it was able to refill that quickly. And then, as you saw, we just finished those warehouses and granaries real quick. So yeah, we settled it like 15 minutes ago. All right, Kobe. Yeah, it's a smaller segment, but again, it's always dependent at what stage you are in the game, because this does not apply to early game, right? So there's always different stages on how to develop your new towns. At least the fastest. Again, this is also gold heavy. This does not apply to everybody per se, but investing in this from the beginning, it's not bad. It's like if I didn't do any NPCs and whatnot, it's just pure auto completion, and that's 10, 20, that's 30 gold, and then that's done. Then you can sim all of this to 10 if you want to, but it makes your life a lot easier for 30 gold. So it's a great opening for building a new town. Let's see. So now we have that, and I'm gonna sim just a little, just so we're chilling, no stress, you guys. Like, just gonna lay the foundation, maybe get them to 2 or 3, and then like we have already got the grain to 3, so that'll be the offset right now. 8 minutes on the timer, so just gonna wait a few minutes. Like, our farm list right now in spawn is at when we have 800 TTs, or 850, then it fits. So actually now we got 900, so I'm just gonna click it. Should trigger everything, except for this one, but it says it's inactive, but maybe Nick activated it again. So all cool. And then we have, we sent the max list. So 350 to 900 for our full list in spawn. Still simming there. Hero's not home. Wait back 4 minutes. And hero reset, so now I can start picking all of the goodies. So just for finishing that to 20, that also gave us a ton of resources here. Let's see. How much did that give? 10k of each. So in reality, you can have that done and then just put this into the town, and then you have something to sim with, and then it'll multiply. It's actually the standard path, Kobe, because it's just whenever you settle a town, it's getting it up, And then again, in the early game, in some of the earlier videos, we just have the bakeries at 3. But getting that primary infrastructure, like you can see all the towns are the same. Also, big props to Paige out there. I realized that he's building his towns in the same pattern that we are. So thank you, man. Awesome stuff. And then like we just lay the foundation with the infrastructure, and then get the production up, all fields to 10, and then you just get that town hall, and you can see, like, don't mind these trappers, but otherwise it's just for the infrastructure to get up to be able to build trade office. So we should kind of put that down in these supporters, since we already prepared for it. So it's kind of my bad, I noticed yesterday, but again, do you want to invest resources into it or not? Yeah, it's dependent, but the development is quite the same, but we still decide what specific units and buildings we want to build in them. But mainly they're built on location. Like in the beginning, we don't make that many units unless it's in the capital, right? So we place these supporters out here just to be primarily to supporters to get those oases. So yeah, I don't know if that answered your question, but that was the best I could do. But yeah, right now we decided we definitely need a scout town, but I also said that about this town and then this town, and then we decided to make TTs in them instead, right? So it's like, yeah, plans change, but the idea is still the same. They were supposed to be true production buildings anyways. That's why I placed them next to the capital, and we're able to take some oases for them. This one is also going to claim that one, just to get that little extra income. Oh, thanks. So let's see if he attacks. Like right now, he's mainly looking at us. So, and he scouted from, okay. So he might send clubs to kill it. If he rebuild his hammer, he can grind our phalanx pretty easily without that wall, right? But at the same time, he doesn't have an oasis. So if he comes for it, we're fucked. I don't know which one was it. It's just this one, right? Should we just full on reinforce it, Nick, or like, I don't know if I want to take that fight, but we've got 3,000 available Praetorians with the hero. But are we number 1, Robert? No. No. We're 9th right now, but we're doing okay, I guess. It's all relative, you guys. Hey, Pathless Land. I have no idea how that shit works, so I play without that stuff. I like playing with people and not myself. So got some friends that has stuff, and but no, in per se we've never used it, and I haven't used my VPN. But VPN is just masking your IP. So I'm not sure how it, but I don't condone multi-accounting. That's always where I drew the line. Botting and multi-accounting, like, but teching, if there's a guy actually playing the account and says, hey, I want to give you the resources, then it's okay with me, but not that other stuff. So sorry, I can't be of assistance. Heroes home. Let's see. Let's go far. Really? Is there just nothing? Like, this is the best we've found so far? Oh dear lord. Okay, this is a little better. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go for this one. Yeah, fuck it. Or wait a second. We don't know if that guy is gonna be a jackass or what to us, so we're just gonna leave that hero home for now in case there's anything with going on with the Cap Oasis. Kind of have to be practical here, guys. Hey Mons, PUBG, don't worry about VPN and stuff like that in the early game. Travian doesn't ban anybody above 50 pub or something like that if you have multiple accounts. So in reality, there are different ways to go about it, but if you want to, like, you just need to have an email for each account you want to build. So you can register on one email, play that, and say, okay, that was a shit spawn. Then you stop playing on the account and don't come back to it at all. And then you can just start that new account with another email, and then you can try and play from there. And if that fails, you can keep going depending on how many emails you got. And then just don't log back into the other accounts. Just start playing on the one you were on. Well, again, if you log back into the other accounts or something silly like that, in some cases you can also just write to support from those previous accounts and then say, I'm not going to log back in, and then they'll flag that and, or not flag it, I don't know what you would call it, but put a pin in it and say, okay, he's not doing anything bad here. Or yeah, went over 50 pop or whatever you did. We cannot comment, but we haven't really seen anybody having issues with it. Like, you could also see that 200 IQ guy, he, did 200 settlements, and then just because it was so blunt, they had to ban all his previous accounts, right? So, yeah, only after 50 pub. So, or something like that. Yeah, it's at those low levels. No, we're done simming, you guys. Screw this. Oh. I prefer other towns than these. I hate these towns because I want to build one of each to 10 close by each other. So it's easier to just slow sim now. I have to, like, build them all over the place. I don't know if you guys have that issue, but it annoys the hell out of me. Let's see, and then we can just fill up from the capital as well as we can. but we'll wait for that NPC. We also needed to boost here from a lot more of the supporters into the capital. But now at least all our merchants are home for it. So, clean house there. Let's just extend queues as we can here. 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 Oh, hammer also running negative, even with the hero there now, so good stuff. And then, oh, Nick sent the farm list. Thank you, Nick. Keep simming there. Yeah, we'll just leave that for now. Let me sim some more until that arrives. Yeah, so again, trying to get those to 10, and then in between we can sim a little, but otherwise just lay that foundation. That also gives us enough, like some people likes to move over their hero to stand in the new town. That gives you that, you know, nice hero production with almost 3k of each an hour. That's also nice, slow, chill sim. You also need the hero to claim an oasis for it anyways, so it can help with that. But getting one of each to 10 and getting all the bonus buildings also lays a foundation of like what, 1500 to 2000 of each an hour. So also that gives a great foundation for just keep slow simming, and you don't have to push in resources from the other towns. So you could do other stuff with your other towns, but mainly just sim up here and bank up the resources until we can boost it in and complete those higher levels from 4 to, or 4, 5ish to 10. And we're getting some extra stuff. Oh yeah, remember we actually got a lot earlier. Oh Jesus. All that even growth. And I noticed Kobe was asking about the X10. We're not gonna play the X10. I'm sorry. Like we're not. Yeah. We're gonna be quite busy with this X3 to the extent of what it is right now, and so we'll have some fun with that doing X10. Like we never play multiple servers, so the issue is there. But yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. Don't have the capacity for it. Kind of sucks, but at least we've had a nice couple of weeks here streaming together, and maybe we continue to do so. Maybe you learned a bit and can apply it to that X10. That would be fine. You're also welcome to share stuff from it if you want to, but I might also build a test account there, but I'm not sure I want to, just to not disrupt the game for everybody else. Can't even hit anything. Can we do no adventures either? Well, we could just have him. We could maybe just boost some cavalry with the helmet. Not a lot, but exactly, Kobe. That's what we're thinking. There might also be a 10x during the summer holidays, so maybe we might play that. I'm not sure yet. We also need some sunshine on our bodies, and enjoy everything in life. So, but yeah, there should be more options. So, But it's nice that you guys are psyched for it. Like, it's good shit. Now I'm just in full simming mode right now, but I should kind of try and complete it. I'm just waiting for these additional resources to hit in the cap, and then we can utilize what we got here, and then maybe we have enough for one of each to 10. Oh yeah, yeah, just being more people on the account. That also sounds nice. So yeah, it's always about planning. So cool. In granary soon, no 12 minutes. Here, 1 minute, then we can build it up. 3 minutes there on the counter, and you just drop this. Drop it like it's hot. Wait, so Nick put on another level 1 field? God damn it, Nick. Stay off my lawn. No, not any farmers soon, but you guys can see like it just starts massing up. That's why we need that warehouse capacity along with the granary. I'm actually thinking that we're just gonna spend down a little bit here, and then we can slow sim those warehouse levels, just like we did with the granary. And that also gave us that extra capacity just for the grain coming in again with all the trading. So slow and steady, you guys. And if Nick doesn't put on another field, then I can build the bigger ones. Soon. Should kind of just press it now, but again, that would only send like half the list. Yeah, I think Nick has been a little trigger happy. Or maybe it was me. Yeah, it was me trying to get stuff out again. Yeah, I'll take it. It's done, and we can just do that, and then we can do this NPC, and then we can just fill it up again. I need to go there. Yeah, there's full capacity, right? So, and then we can just send leftovers, I guess. It all counts. Oh yeah, we had that from earlier. No task rewards, right? And we still haven't been attacked, so what about Page? Did he oh, somebody scouted Bambino too. Yeah, that was the hit on the Oasis. Oh, okay. You know, since we're keeping Hero home, and we're just gonna take that Oasis. While we're here anyways, then I can just boost up that Hero Mansion. I still want to build the 20s first. Or 10s, one of each to 10, and then we can take the Hero Mansion, and then we can sim everything else. Like, that's kind of the foundation we always do when we have enough resources. Like, get that Oasis that are trivial and needs that micromanagement to get done. It can also be 2 Oasis, to be honest, if you want to be real extravagant. But otherwise, just focus on production. Well, shit happens, Kobe. So let's just do that. Farm list. And boom. Yeah, let's just wait 2 minutes, then we'll start completing 10s. We can also look at the general stats. Still 5. Production, we kind of dropping, and now we're increasing again because we're settling a new town. I'm gonna get that up, then maybe we're back to, I don't know, 10 in production or something, but Egypt starts to get up. But so overall we're still 4 with the rating, right? Hammer, because of the greats, has been increasing in size. 47 there on the main hammer, so again it's growing nicely. And def 4 overall, but it's not like we're massively invested in def, right? So much of the def points are just in the hammer values as well. And then yeah, CP stuff. Little update there. Still 1 minute left on the clock. And nope, we got nothing to do, but we can sim more here. I don't wanna invest into these granaries anymore. That's Nick's old pet project. I'm like, I want to get the production done. So 1 minute. Yeah, let's go. We're gonna be missing crop now. Yeah. No, sawmill. No, but maybe we're getting crop in. Yeah. Gonna be landing some stuff at least. We can send a load from the cab again too. That's just then we can actually just slow sim these smaller fields. Yeah, these queues have gotten smaller since Nick has been working a lot on the grades table, but we can easily sustain what we got right now. So all is good. But we're quite drained here in the hammers. There we go, and then we can wait a minute there, and then we can put down a little bit more on the bonus buildings. But I think I'm just gonna run them to 3, and then we'll just sit and sim fields until we actually get more resources in. Like, that's kind of our Achilles heel right now. Like, this is not enough to complete them to 5. So get them to 3, and then we can just slow sim. So that's fine too. It's just dependent on how many resources you got. But invest your time in simming all of this that takes, you know, 1 to 5, 7 minutes, you know, in the long run. Like, invest into that. Like, I completed this one that took 7 minutes, so that meant I could do 7 fields, you know, instead. In that time frame. So also 11-20 minutes. And yeah, that'll drain all of our crops, so yeah. Let's make some more foundation for the town, but then we can just keep simming here. Oh yeah, I should probably have made the hero mansion instead of the barrack, right? But again, it's a fine building to get up, and now even the hero is here, and he gives 3k an hour, so we're at 2700, right? So yeah, right now we have, without the hero there, we earn 2000 of each resources, pretty much. So it's a good offset just to sit and slow sim, and that'll increase the production exponentially as well as we complete them. And you start getting these even grow rewards for all the segments done. All to 2, all to 3, and 4, and so forth, right? As we continue to grow. And then it's just about juggling right now. These takes 1.5 minutes, so I kind of stick around. But if I put something this on, and then I wait 1 minute, then I can, you know, have time to stretch my legs and chill around. So that is kind of the plan for now. Can we send the farm list? No, not yet, but is 10 minutes on the timer? Almost. So I think we'll just wait for that. I'll put on another iron field that gives me 5 minutes, and then I can wander off, and we can send the farm list. Well, sometimes it's also nice having dedicated roles and all that, right? Like Nick has just been boosting all of these. Like that's Nick doing with his account. Oh, so Peter, do you want some recruitment, or do you want some metallurgy or some commerce? He's pushing me alliance bonuses. It's quite nice. Um, so um, so yeah, teamwork sure makes things better. So 5 minutes now, and I'll just send the list because it's 10 minutes. So see you in 5 minutes, guys. And no banner because we're still, kind of playing. Here you can keep an eye on me, and I can keep an eye on myself. Hello, you guys, and hey, Super Dog 17. That's what I want to call you. Welcome to the stream, and I should probably have done the crop fields, but whatever. Buying ourselves some times to sit and chat. So we're going, guys. Nick's. No, we're waiting for the farm list there, and yeah, it is what it is. So back in slow chilling mode. All right, Nick. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, I just checked them, and oh, you boosted philosophy as well straight away. So nice. So now the alliance have a good offset, you guys. Oh yeah, it's because the more you boost these, the higher contribution you can do for daily. So that makes us able, so by finishing that 2, we can start boosting more on recruitment to 4 and stuff like that from singular accounts. So it's just Nick making his life easier. And yeah, we were thinking about metal or recruitment, but it's gonna be recruitment. We just want more units, gives more power. Then okay, Nick 16 in production. So it costs him like, I don't know what the price is, but it cost him like a couple of hours of production overall on his account, and then he just lays that foundation for the rest of us. So having an Egyptian account just to build that for you is super nice. So thank you, Nick. Yeah, so only 1 hour production to build each of them with his current levels, and it's not like we needed them sooner, and right now they start to kick in because you have Roman mercs and we all of us just get extra production. That's pretty much why we haven't built up the trade offices in the supporters right now, because we kind of have what we need. Metallurgy just gives us a little bit more power against anything, also for defensive purposes. Philosophy is not that crucial, but now we have it, so we'll help the simming a little bit. And then recruitment, of course. Right now in the early game, it's like, do you want this? Do you want recruitment, or do you just want to upgrade your levels here on your production? And it's better to just do levels on the production, but now that we're capped at 20 and all these other towns, like it really helps the growth of the army a little bit more. So and then Bamba, you asking, do we settle a village every second day? No. If you buy artworks and you keep running your great parties, then you settle a town a day. So that's kind of what you should aim for. A new town every 24 hours. Oh yeah, if we were in full simming mode, yeah, cap would be 16 done, and we would be pushing all the town halls to 16, and then you just keep settling, and then maybe would have prioritized philosophy earlier as well, like just lay the foundation. Like if you're a sim alliance, like just go for commerce and philosophy, and then, or probably people would be screaming recruitment, but we just fucking love commerce so much. It's like, yeah, that's the first one we're doing. Yep, every fucking time. How many TTs we got? I think we're 12k now overall. So they're running at level 20 stable now since this afternoon. So So we built a lot. We built collectively 160 TTs an hour. So Jesus. So we build 4,000 TTs a day now. And that's also combined with the crates in the spawn. So maybe a little bit more. Oh, we have more raiding troops than top 10 3 raider? Okay. And good to see you're still around, Superdog. Like, I thought you ran away, but it's good to see. Let's just do this. It's on the 10-minute interval. Okay, okay. But yeah, you guys are doing your Oasis rating. We're just doing micro rating, so we're satisfied. That's all good. And our hammers keeps growing. Wait, why do we have 42 Hudens? Did Nick just do an adventure or something? Damn it, Nick. That was for the hammer. No, now we got some some defense. Nice. Oh, okay, okay. Hello, Suicide. Yeah, things are going okay. We haven't died yet today. So, but we did get scouted on one of our cap oases, so in case he haven't rebuilt his hammer, he can't really do anything. So maybe it's good the defense was there. But again, now we're just in chill mode, you guys. Getting that extra production, and is there? Yeah, it's still cleaned. Could we do any big hits on any oasis at all? Like, I don't care. Yeah, this is fine. As long as it's not far away. And he'll be back in 30 minutes, more or less. And then we get a little bit more resources. I don't think it's possible. I really don't, because again, the Druid Rider is quite weak, and the beauty of the Hun Oasis rating hammers for the Rainbow Hammer is that it's all offensive units. So just mix that with mercs, and then you have a hammer. Here we would suddenly end up with two TTs that should be attacking, and druids that should be defending, and Hudens that could do either. But I'm just a little worried, and especially about the actual attack value of the druid. I don't think it's that I don't think it's as viable. But you could if you just wanted to get units. But again, the power of it is significantly less than what you get with with the Hun Rainbow Hammer. But I haven't tried it. But maybe it doesn't matter if you rate at those 5 minutes intervals. But yeah. Yeah, due to off power is 45, and then you also have the TTs that has a lesser attack value, like step is 120, marksman are 120, and then you have those marauders that are like 160, 70. It's like it's getting close to like twice the attack power than what Gauls could be making. But again, don't hate it until you try it. But I haven't tried it, so I'm not sure if it's viable. And our rating is not consistent enough for doing it, so that's why we're not doing it or trying to. But the idea is good, and maybe it can use. But the problem is you cannot use it all for hammer purposes. So, but if you just want units and rating, then maybe. But again, Hudens are also hard to get in the early game. So, but same circumstances as for the Huns, but yeah, I'm not sure the viability is there. And we can keep simming here. So of course you guys always sim what you can if you know in what direction you're going. So invest a few resources into completing the easier levels, and then you can start golding after level 10. Or whenever you need it. Is there a Toonhammer out there with 100k clubs already? No, there isn't. But I don't know. You could have around, I don't know, 40k. But there still isn't one of those. Like, this guy, like 200 IQ he could have if he kept building on his spawn hammer, but he didn't. So yeah, you know what, guys, we're just gonna keep simming. These are running low. I think I can fix the farm lists, because yeah, now these have been tested. Can activate them. Then we just, no, wait, we're not gonna do that. These are also far distance. Are they based on income? Yeah, bounty level. But we can take all of these. Hang on. Activate all, then we can check. Yeah, they all good. And then push them into this one. Yeah, they could all fit. And then, yeah, we have some new farms for that. Here we can, yeah, we can also just move all of those. No, we're supposed to move these. Oh, so lonely. It's probably gonna be like weeks. But if you just get that guy that you were sitting to lower your or lower his town to level 0, then you can just take it from him. But he has to do it himself. So, but yeah, 14 days it might also be. It takes for fucking ever. Are we going to play Euro 10X? No, would have loved to, but now we're invested into X3 and we don't play more than one server at a time, so we're going to focus on that, and then we'll get enough content from this server. So maybe we'll play an X10 in the summer and have some fun with that. Let's see, I can just grab that, no problem. Now we're at 10 minutes here, but we only had, what, 700? So I'll just wait for us to accumulate 800. He has 20 loyalty at the moment. Well, if somebody else or himself can lower it to 0%, then the fact that you were or are a sitter doesn't matter. Yes, you can. You can take it from him if it's levels, if it's in 0% loyalty. And you can also go into your residence, but you need that specific residence in your town, and then go into loyalty and then say allow attacking administrators of your alliance confederate to lower your loyalty. And this is wrong. This is wrong. It just means that everybody can. They don't need to be administrators. But again, but even then, I don't think you can lower it as a sitter. It's just as long as somebody else lowers it to 0, or himself. Again, those rules are so wacky due to cheating and stuff like that, so you can't fucking figure out what's up and down and stuff like that. But yeah, if he takes it to 0 himself or somebody else, then it's possible. And again, he can check that off in the residence. Then they should be able to do it. Yeah. I need to boost this or something. Let's move a bit over. But yeah, sit back, relax, chill, and watch a movie, do whatever, and then your fields will get to 3, 4-ish in a couple of hours, and then you saved a little bit of gold, and then you can start boosting up that production. It'll give us, yeah, just waiting for that. What is our incoming cab area now? I think it's, I have no idea. Production. That's 300, 400. Oh, yeah, 400k production minus this in reality. So 380 in cab area, and we'll need like 1 million more to complete all the fields to 10. So it'll probably take us, yeah, 3 hours. So we have 3 hours to sim as much as this, and then we can just boost the rest. And each field takes, what, 2.5 minutes. That's 20 fields an hour here, so it'll take us an hour to complete the level 3s. A little bit less since we already did, yeah, 1. So and then getting them to 4 could take us the 2 additional hours, and then because what's the time on it? Yeah, that's 5 minutes, so that's 10 an hour. So that will take us 1.5 hour. So in 2.5 hour, all are level 4, and then we can boost the rest to 10. So because we have been accumulating enough resources to do so. So that's kind of the plan in the growth year, and then we can start looking into getting and spending some gold on finishing the infrastructure. And then we can start simming barracks and stable in the end to be able to start building units. And I was like, let's wait a few minutes before we send the farm list, and then I forget to send the farm list, you know. It's good shit. There we go. That's why we're almost dropping out of top 10. Like, oh dear lord, guys. Oh, 4,000 swords. So it's starting to be a useful hammer now. Of course, it could use some more rams, 200, 300 rams. Then we could still do a lot of damage, but we need more siege, we need more firepower. And again, we activated some lists here. I think we could also help by improving this one. But again, I wanted to boost TTs. But yeah, I activated that list, right? Yeah. And then we did this test. I'm just gonna move all that in there. I don't care. Let's see if some more people have come out of BP out here. Oh, he's in BP, okay. Oh, and Mr. Moscow is back. So still gonna sim. Nice, slow and steady, you guys. What's happening here? Oh yeah, that was me that sent it away. We could kinda, we have enough resources if we just want to build that hero mansion. When do we have
to set them. I'll wait 5 minutes for that warehouse level. Fakes and 19 plus 1. If you do 20 plus 1, I sit and laugh at you all day long. Because it's just a goddamn waste of resources. So hey clone, why not raid animal swordsman? Because it costs units, I guess. And all our swordsmen right now are raiding micro farms as well. I think actually we had 670 home. I think we need to extend our sword lists. Mm. Huh. It's not gonna do that much. So we're gonna start that and then I'm gonna deactivate it for now. We could probably also change some of these to, yeah, they could all be swords to be honest. So let's test that as well. And we're done. Yeah, you know what? Gonna build that up. And then we have some queue. Hmm. I'm probably disrupting our main raid hammer a bit, so I'm thinking we could do a 5th list with more micro horses on it, and then take whatever from no, hang on. Deactivate. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, we're gonna move them to the 5th list for now. That one. Hey, old Mac. I switched from playing on a Mac to playing on a PC, and now everything is much better. You know that that's how it works. But no, me and my duel kind of ish. We we just spent yeah, all of the duels. We spent the weekend building all these lists. Just used a couple of hours to just add all the micro stuff on the board, and now we just keep activating new lists or reworking them and moving them to other hammers and stuff like that. So thanks for following, old Mac. We're just here for the education, you know, or at least just figure out what to do and how to do it. And glad to have you here. Let's, I don't know, randomly move that one. But I also get very lost in these lists sometimes. So sometimes you gotta, you know, put that tongue in your mouth and keep it straight. So thanks for following. Relax. Very nice of you guys. I'll be here all week until we die. This is close by stuff. So is any of it readable? We'll test that later. Let's. How much did we move so far? We moved 14. Wow. We need to move 50, but I guess we just take some of the really long distance stuff. Let's just grab all of this. And what are these? Yeah, they're up to 150 as well. But again, that might look different on the other list. Oh. So how terrible are those now? Quite terrible. Like, we don't want to be that far, if we can avoid it. But and that's why I usually just move everything at once, and then we can kind of check distance. But yeah, they all just get extra far. Fuck it. I don't care. We're just gonna. What's the return time on those bad boys? Like. Oh, it takes. That's because we're in BO3 without a fucking TS. So. Almost, but yeah, 2 hours. It is what it is. Hey Isaac, why are you building TTs in 4 villages? Isn't it more beneficial to build swords plus TTs plus katas in 1 village? And if you can sustain barracks stable level 20, you can start building a second hammer on later on instead of TTs in 4 villages. Do you understand my question? Travian Kingdoms player here. Well, it's still applicable, I think, also for Travian Kingdoms. But no, the idea is that we are a bit out still after all. Swords are a bit weak when it comes to raiding. Long travel times and TTs kind of have the advantage on that. Building our stables here to 20 just give us a better offset for actually building and sustaining a hammer production. Like this one's rating is here after a while. We built this in the same fashion like we're building these two. So and this is already up and running now and are more self-sustainable. I think we boost a little bit into the siege once in a while, but otherwise it runs this on its own. Starting with the swords and doing it that way, or both of them, is not necessarily as rewarding. So again, also the return time on those farms I'm sitting and playing around and adding to these towns are really far away, and raiding that with swords would take like forever. So starting the offset with the hammer with just the TTs is kind of what we're working on here. So hopefully that'll give a little bit more sense in a few days. So so that's the plan. I'll just send this list. And yeah, this server is still not on Getter Tools. We should kind of write their support unit or the guy who runs it, and please ask him to add it. I am missing it sometimes in regards to getting the overview of the server and stalking alliances and stuff. It doesn't do that much for offensive play in the early game, but at some point you really need it. So that's running, and I forgot to keep simming. That is also the risk, right? Let's get some more warehouse there. Oh, we're getting resources, that's for sure. What about them grates? Are they good? 15 minutes, 43 minutes. Let's just extend that. And then we can extend that a little 30. But we sent the farm list, we've spent down a little bit. We're starting to bang up some crop here we can actually send to the capital. And then we could start thinking about building that hero mansion. What's your max distance with TTs currently? I think our, like, this is just running full on max everything within the closest distance, and we go up to 130 fields. Yeah. Then, yeah, 130 fields. That's our max right now. Everything is lower, 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 as you can see. So they are quite organized in distance. So, but we're still able to each, 10 minutes send our full list on everything that's here. So all micro farms within 130 fields, pretty much. But again, that is not applicable to these. So as you saw, some of them was like out of the 200 fields, but that's just because we just want them out. Just want them out rating. We don't care what we hit as long as they hit something, I guess. More of them could also be double timed on double hit on the farms that are on the other lists. We might improve that a bit. I'm not sure. Like, I could just start adding this because maybe it's better to hit this than something 200 fields away. So we'll work a lot on it still. So I think I'll actually do that. Build a test list here for VO2. Yeah, it doesn't have a test list yet. And the same for 03. But it's mainly a spawn that really has that high volume and distance and needs that distance. TS is 15 currently in the spawn. Should be higher, honestly. It should probably be 18 by now, but we've used it a lot to boost out into capital region and stuff like that as well. Also prioritize getting the grade stable. So that is one of our plans, but again, we needed space for that extra warehouse. We don't want to remove the bonus buildings until the very end, kinda, if we even do want to do it. So when this is coming up to a decent level, we're gonna keep working on that tournament square. I think we only have 2, so I'm not sure how far. Maybe we can get to 17, 18. No, probably not 18. I'm not sure how far we can get with only 2 warehouses, so that's kind of our limitation right now. And you know what happens when we start working on that iron? That means we have some downtime, and we can go for a little walk and chill around. But let's see if there's anything we can hit really quickly. Yeah, let's just grab these kills. And we're gonna save somebody's units, I guess. But we're gonna keep on simming. So be right back, guys.
Hello guys, wake up. I'm back. So so just simming. Oh, and we can do the farm list. That fits quite nicely. So keeping that stuff going. Yeah. Yeah. Can we? No. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Paige. My man. Do you hit same towns with two towns? Yes, we do. We do. We do have a lot of, and yeah, I should actually do that more now for these two towns. I think that's my plan right now. Let's see. We got that test list. We're already testing this. That's inactive. That's fine. So, um, so yeah, in most cases, it's also good. Like again, you kind of risk sometimes not getting anything, but just getting like a lot of people will start micro rating all these farms, so just hitting them more frequent is not necessarily a bad thing. It also improves the return time for your units. So sometimes it's okay to do. I do not recommend doing it for unsafe targets. Let's say places where you send 50 TTs at a time or 30 or something like that. Take those big hits for what they are, but if somebody starts inserting or in other case disrupts your farming, you suddenly end up grinding and getting your 3 hammers just destroyed and stuff like that. It is not very good necessarily, but all this that is relatively free and easy and stuff like that, you could multi-add if you want to. But again, for most players, it's hard enough just to run one hammer, so just worry about that one hammer you got, and work on those lists. There's nothing wrong with keeping your hammer home either. Like, of course, you always want to raid and improve your income, but at the later stages of the game, maybe we just keep one hammer home. You can use that for big hitting scouts that you see and find as you look into players' accounts. But you can also just use it defensively if people forward you and you want to be able to kill them straight away, or in other cases where you're being harassed in different ways. It can also be people, like let's say you have unique boots and somebody is attacking you and you want to just zero his town before he reaches you. So that's also a good idea to have your hammer home. I know that's a very special case, but sometimes it can be very rewarding to be on standby with a hammer. So again, building one main raid hammer and then you have a second hammer that you just keep at home. That is quite effective at times. That can also be your main raid hammer or main hammer for raiding. I mean for chiefing. So there would always be a reason for it to be at home. Hello, Manny. Nice to have you around. You can always follow and stick around another day. But how much gold do you spend? Anywhere between 10k gold and 60k gold. And again, 60k gold is a bigger account with more duels, and then everybody split the costs and so forth. It's all relative. Mm. So again, kind of double adding, but again, this one that gives full every time, even though with a single TT rate, then we can just add another town to it, and it's also a way to keep your profits high overall. Well, 60k gold is a definitely rank one simming account. That was what it was. It's on my YouTube, so you can check it out. That's the development of an Egypt account. So again, it's not Roman simming. It's Egyptian boosting and construction, and that was a high simming account. Also boosting up CP buildings, all that stuff, all that jazz, and that does require a higher amount of gold for sure, for sure. But it became the biggest Egyptian account built on an X3, so and it could have been bigger. Just saying, but it's yeah, that is what some people like, and I'm like, guys, it's stupid, it's irrelevant, I don't want it, and then they're like, yeah, but we want it, and then I'm like, okay, go for it, do what you want. I'm not adding any more gold. Okay, Sylvan is gonna add it. Okay, fine, you guys figure it out. Um, that's usually how that goes. Um, so again, I don't need to test these. Like, they're just gonna be full on active. And I probably fucked up the simming. Yeah, I did. Yeah, we can wait a few minutes with sending the farm list. Hey Manny, what's your favorite tribe to play? Gaul, definitely Gaul. I love it. It's simplistic with phalanx defense, and again, druids are fucking awesome. But it's a close. Oh, I like all the races. Like I like playing Teuton offense. Though I wish they were buffed a little bit, and then but no, I already always had a love for Gauls. They're fun. So retesting them now after many years where nobody let me play Gaul. So trying to figure out how the new TT works and what you can do with it and stuff like that. So this is kind of a little test server for me. And oh no, okay, that's kind of expected, and that's why I'm testing some of these farms when I turn them from TTs into swords, because it might require different values. So let's see, defensive troops, gonna scout for that, and then we can adjust. Yeah, we're waiting for the 20k limit to remove Merc rating, right? Yeah, you know, so all of a sudden, yeah, I don't know. I don't like this limitations to the rating. It's sad. Hey, Christoph. Yeah, we all started early, right? Back in the day when it came out in 2013, and we just met a lot of nice people back then, and you know, you stay in touch and you sit and talk, and you know, in Travian you can kind of chill a little, talk about the game, and then you talk with the people around you, and it's quite chill and fulfilling sometimes. So that's why we're still playing. It's for the people. It's not for the game, even though they improved it a little bit over the years with some more functionalities and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we stop once in a while, and then we come back and play a little bit, and then we stop again. You know.
Corona, also did a lot. It was like, yeah, we all stopped, and then Corona came, and then everybody's sitting at home, and it's like, what should we do? There is Travian. So, so also depends on if you have the time for it, or and so forth. We're starting to bang up some crop at least, but you don't really feel it due to Nick having boosted all to 20 here. What's the difference between B and C, TT, and Druids? I don't know what you're asking, Superdog. B and C. Oh, here in these towns. Yeah, that was a good question. Well, we just organized them based on locations. Like spawn is A, so if there were any other towns next to spawn, it would be AO1, AO2, and AO3, and usually those are support villages or death villages to a spawn hammer. B is just our cab area, so B00 cab, hammer, 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 and 4 is just scout town. But as soon as we're done simming that up, we'll just move it up here. So when all the production is done, late game when you have many towns, it'll just be here at the top, so it's easy simming and then fixing it, and then we just move it into organization. These smaller dots is just like, hey, there is stuff going on in here that is kind of important. Here it's troop building, and here it's simming, but it also kind of just makes it pop out, so it's easier to find stuff we're looking for sometimes. Again, B classification is cap area. C towns are also in cap area, but C towns are just pure resource supporters, pure boosters. So that's why they are categorized with C, and we have 4 of them right now, and then we have actual 5 unit producing towns, which are B and A towns currently. But yeah, that's kind of how it's organized. It also makes it easier when people are sitting or again viewing the account from outside. It's like, okay, so this town was under attack. Oh, it's a hammer, and what kind of dev towns are close, and what's the travel time if I started boosting a hammer or something, if there was a trainer in one of the towns and stuff like that. So a decent overview and control of your towns, I feel, is important. Many people are just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like, but it helps being a little bit more organized, I gotta say. I think we should just fix that hero mention now. Slow sim that first level or 2. Okay, yeah, I don't know kingdoms. Kingdoms is also like you spawn somewhere and then you begin to see more of the map and stuff like that. It was very weird for me when I first saw it, and I just realized, okay, I cannot choose to start next to my teammates or play together. So Travian Kingdoms seemed more independent wise, not that alliance orientated. And yes, we just want coverage because we have access to it and wanna continue to build. Hang on, phalanx queue we'll just do. And what about the raiding? Yeah, then I forgot to send the raid list. Good job. Oh well. And yes, I have page. Like, it sometimes it helps. Like, if you're running a full alliance operation and then everybody changes their city name to just a dot or something like that, it can be a little harder for the enemy to... Oh, hang on. What the hell am I doing? Why? Why is it not allowing me to... was I? It's back to normal. So it can confuse yourself as well, but during an op, it can maybe do something in regards to triggering people into thinking that, okay, this guy sent 4 waves, and then you would actually recall 1 wave, and then somebody else would follow up with 1 wave, and then you have 4 waves timed, and then the opposing person thinks that it's already tracked. The thing is that nowadays you can mark any incomings with either color, so if it was suddenly blank, people would notice that something had changed in that incoming. So it's less viable these days to trick people with city names. But it could also just be you that changed all your city names and then you were sitting and trying to chief a guy. But again, it shows differently now, so it's not a very common strategy, and yeah, it's not really something that's worth the effort. But used to do it a little bit. But that was some old school moves. Now it's all about the new age stuff. Should we just do that and then extend the crates a little bit? And then we have some resources for sewing up that market. Or warehouse, sorry. Offers are still up. But honestly, the only time I change city names or don't change them is if I can sense that the enemy is fucking up somehow. They're not very organized, they're not tracking your actual coordinates for your hammers, or they simply ran, like we had one, we actually played against Huna, which is considered a top account, and during one of their operations, we moved our unique wall artifact. And our town was called, I don't know, BO3 UW for unique wall. And then during that operation, we moved the town. A day went, or we moved the artifact to another town. A day went by, and nobody changed the name of the town. And then the Huna, they sent another operation at us, and then we realized, holy shit, they just have our town in their getter op, and they did not change it to unique wall, or they didn't change the actual location. And since we didn't update the name of the town, like, you know, they just kept faking a pointless we were just like, okay, we're not telling anybody, we're not changing that fucking city name, you know. So it was just named unique wall for the rest of the server, like, you know. So you know, yeah, so sometimes city names can trick people, and you know, it's just about exploiting it. Another instance is you have 2 hammers very close to each other. You use that hammer and killed it, and then you just rename it. Then you take BO2 and name it BO1, and then BO2 up there, and then if they don't notice, you know, suddenly they're gonna get a big ass hammer in their face when they just sit and think they're like, oh, he's just mad, he's just you know, faking us with nothing. Haha, what an idiot. You know, but it's unlikely that might succeed, but again, depending on the enemy you're facing, it can have an impact. Hero Mansion could be boosted. We have plenty of resources. I think I'm just gonna take everything here in the supporters. Again, that's why they're classified as C towns, so I know, okay, all they need to do is run parties, and otherwise I can just boost everything they fucking own into anything I want to. And then I know I need to do other stuff in these towns, so organization sure helps. we'll just extend that and then extend that a little bit. Yeah, and resources were coming in. Let's just boost it up when it hits 2. How much does it cost to... Oh, I'm using the wrong browser again. Nothing new. Oh. So there we go. And I wanted to go calculate. Yeah, we need 114,000. And we have 80,000 in the town right now, so we need a bit more resources, but that's why we boosted here, right? So yeah, with this coming in, we'll have enough. So we can complete it in 9 minutes, probably 4 here in 5 minutes. That means I have 5 minutes, you guys. You know what that means. So now it's 8 minutes on the timer. I'll just read the chat and then, oh, nothing new. But then we can send. Yeah, let's send it. I'll be right back, you guys. Oh, wait, what? Do you need defense, Nick? You couldn't take it in time? He stole it? Okay, you didn't have a residence? But he sent it after you took it? Or... No. No. Well, yeah, that's quite unlucky. Oh. And then he just took it. Wow. Oh, you thought it was only raids coming? Ah, well, that's on you. Oh, and you said no. Okay, but I guess you'll talk to him and you'll say that yeah, you can build a chief and you'll come pick it up. But otherwise, yes, it's you got it first. Full declaration of war. I'm like, it's fine.
So alternatively, there is of course this one over here, but again, you spend all fucking day lowering it. I'm like, it's yeah. But yeah, it's a fair assumption. Um, so that's okay. It is war. uh, all good, but quite sad. We knew it was again an option that they would also go for it, but that's why you took it. So unlucky, but kind of unlucky. All because of that residence got rebuilt by the Natars. That's not very nice. And we're doing the hero mansion here, so what's going on? Okay. And then we have that. We can do this a little bit more on the infrastructure. Should we? Just do more of this stuff because we can. Also give us a few rewards. We can take all of this and get that and this, and then we can't do the fifth, but that's fine. But then we can go back to simming, and then all will be 3, and we can start working on the 4s. We can do an NPC here if we want it to be extravagant, but honestly we can just do a smaller boost. Yeah, we'll just boost all. I know we just landed, but we build up a lot more here, and that's good for simming those level 4 fields, as long with the production in the town. So getting that over there, and then we can delay on the NPC here for a longer period of time. Okay, well, there's nothing to be nice about then. Yeah, then both of you. It's fine, but you can tell them that we're not happy, and that'll be it. You don't have to say war. Like we don't have to force them to start building any defense or anything. But yeah, we'll reclaim our territory, I guess. I just can't help you chief another town right now, per se. Oh, too late. Good evening, Chris. I hope you're having a nice day and a nice dinner, I would presume. Oh, that reminds me, I'm getting hungry too. And that's why I also wanted to do an early stream, because then I can go find some food. It's holiday here in Denmark, so I have no idea where there is food to be found, or if I can make random stuff. I just know my stomach is growling. So yeah, I don't know, guys. We're just chilling. Again, it's what we're doing right now: simming, raiding. That's kind of the progress for now. And I thought Nick was gonna get a town too, but now it's full on war here. Oh yeah, he cleaned your slaves there. So yeah, and your hero. Wow, what a dick. That's full on dick move. Like, what the hell? Yeah, okay. We're at war. Again, you built it in 05, right? You could take this 190 Pop Natar. I think actually that's a good idea. Hang on, let me just. No, there's. How much? There might be some crannies in that town though. So it's not an amazing town, but maybe there would be at least some resource infrastructure you could work with. It. I could also help you steal this oasis for it. Then you get 25%, or you can even steal this one from Clander, just to be a dick. So. Oh, okay. So instead of okay, so you're just gonna build up and save your CP, and then I'll get that triple up too, and then we'll expand, I guess. Fair enough. Or we'll change our plans all of a sudden. Who knows? And I just know that I forgot to send this hero to annex that oasis. So we do that now because hero mention is 10. We can continue to sim. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's I understand him. It's very forward of you to take that town on that side of them. But at the same time, it's like you did all the work, and then he actually attacked us as an alliance. So whenever BM is gonna say something to us about, but we thought you were friends, it's like you stole a town from us, you know. I don't care. It was in a tar town. Of course, we're gonna take it. It was good. So the war is definitely on them. Yep. So it's okay. I don't mind you getting us into trouble, Nick. It's a okay. So we need enemies. So I'll build another 2 TT towns, and then we're ready to go. No. Hang on. Yeah, we still got a lot of swords home. I think I was testing those swords, right? So wait. Oh yeah, I was testing the big list too as well. How many TTs are home in it now? Like, are we sending all out? I think we are. At least BO3 and BO2 is out now, which was kind of the point. So I'll need to keep an eye on those swords. Nothing to change, nothing to change. Yeah, okay. I don't know anybody who's gonna play the Czech X3. But look, good luck. Yeah, that's the great stable. And hero almost taking it, and then there's one more adventure now, so that's nice. Whoops. He's running with the wrong helmet, so to speak.
just me. I was just reading a thank you notice for the winning alliance on the X International 30. So just me checking some stuff out. And hey, welcome back, Grandmeisters. Nice to have you here to judge our work. I hate extending queues like this. Like, it's just a little bit more. Just keeping it going. We got this. But it is what it is. Gonna be doing a lot of work on getting that rating to work. Let's see. Oh, thanks for following the legend. The man, the myth, the legend. And oh, I just want to boost up this town so badly. Should we see how far we can get with what we got here? I think that's the best plan, you guys. And then I can go find dinner. Let's fucking do it. And also we're doing it like that, and then like, oh, yeah, okay. Did I? Okay, like that. And then we do ×2, and we select this bad boy. And then we just boost a little bit extra here. Now there's some old school players here, and there's some new schools. And we got that Oasis, yep. And what was I trying to say? It's like the cheapest fields are always the crop fields, and it's also the ones that yields the most income based on your income from can we, oh, I think Nick queued another one. I was gonna say that it yields the most production based on 2 bonus buildings for it. And again, we also got a crop oasis. So the fastest yield, and that's especially important in the early game where you're dedicating fields, it's always good to go for the crop fields. It was more so back in the day. Nowadays, where you get task rewards and stuff like that for leveling all fields, it's more important to get all of them build up at the same time. Right now we don't care that much about it and the cost and the trade-off that we get back, because we're gonna build everything. But right now with our boosting here, I'm just gonna take certain high level fields and just get that to 10, and then we can still continue to sim on the rest. But otherwise what you actually want to do is level up everything at the same time, because that actually gives you some huge both population growth and these complete economies that triggers and actually helps you boost up your town even further. Plus we also have already the foundation of those bonus buildings, so getting just as many up as cheap as possible is the best return of investment. But right now we're just doing what already has a high field value level. I could also proactively just mainly take iron, simply because they are they take a lot of time to build. Should we? No, I don't want to do that one. I'm gonna send a hero to Hammer Town, and then we can do the adventure from there, and then he can go raiding again. I guess there's not really anything happening from that guy that scouted us earlier. Let's get these bad boys up. And again, now I'm honestly just gonna take a wood because that is what we got the resources for. So that also makes it easier to level out some of the certain resource types, and then you can get everything low, and then you can fill up more easily. And again, we're getting a big load in again here. So I want to make sure everything is leveled out. Hey FT96, you're saying Katas and spawn. What about it, man? You got a problem? But yes, we have catapults. We got a few. It's not for offensive play. It's just for fixing farms. So this one has the highest TS level, and it also is closer to center. So that's why we're building some siege in it. At the same time, when it comes to artifacts, it is, you know, a singular town and a specific place on the map, so there might be some artifacts that we are interested in, so having catapults close by there might give us an option to take some of them. So it's just to have a satellite cata village already in place. Yeah. Okay, 1 minute there on the timer. Hey Matthias, how's the cap looking? It's looking pretty bad, you know. All of them to 15 here on the crop fields. We could level these resource fields, but it's not really on the priority list right now. And then we just fixed all granary infrastructure. Again, we took some damage the other day, you know. Hero Mansion got halved to 15, and we lost 2 fields. So getting that back up put us a little bit behind. Otherwise we would be well underway with the 16s, maybe even done. And then again, we kind of changed our prerogative, also getting the stables up and pushing full on the rating. So let's see, I should do that farm list. Wait, what's going on? Oh, no katas in queue? Yeah, well, okay. That's just because it's not a hammer, so we only build what we need. I would say I would probably build a few more rams. But so maybe like 50 rams, and then I would say we have enough. It was Nick that kept building on them yesterday, and that's also fine. But then we can mainly use that for fixing new and trim new farms, and then this can just stay home. So it's not really important to keep running for us, and I should boost some stuff. So I used a bit of grain that's clay heavy, then we can do this clay, and then we spent down a lot on those resources, and then, oh, we're kind of low on the wood. Okay, then we'll take that wood and get that up, and then boom, and no, can't get that to 10. Well, then we're screwed, you guys. No, we'll just have to either send more resources over or just make that to 5, and then yeah, this is just gonna keep filling, and then we're back to simming a little bit, maybe. Hang on, that's 4 minutes, and then we still have resources here in the capital. So we were gonna boost everything, right? So that's what we're gonna do. Return to 2, 1, and then everything goes there, and we're not gonna touch these. Like, if the rating was better here, we could migrate some of those resources over and use that to help out, but not the plan. Yeah, good question, Matthias. What are you using GT4? Because I don't believe the server is up there yet, right? Yeah. Getter tool is an amazing tool, but really primarily only becomes important at, like, say, around artifacts, where you're gonna be seeing
alliances fighting each other. And what it does, it makes you able to import all your unit troops counts, so the alliance leader can get an overview of how many units do we have in the alliance, how many hammers, all that stuff. And then you use getter tools to look into, like, say, it helps taking all this map data and makes it more enjoyable to view at, because you can't see shit if you're looking at it like this, right? So getter tools just gives you a better overview of everything and alliances, and you can check people and you can check their kata villages if they deploy any, and you can start being a little bit more organized. And then you use it to take people's troop data and put them into operations where you say, I want this hammer from here to go here, and then you give them an operation that they can then complete and launch your hammers at different times to land at these different locations. And then you do a whole alley up where you try and kill people off. And that is where it becomes important, and that's why I'm saying, like, after artifacts it's more viable. Here in the early game it's more like you can do stuff on your own, you can do it manually. It's like it's one hammer timing to one hammer over here, like it's not big brain time. So it is when things become more complex after artifacts, then you want to start using getter tools. I hope that explains it, and or at least gives the basics for people. So that's the advantage that'll give. You can also do personal operations. So if I wanted to start chiefing this guy because he's an ass, then I could set up my own operation with my own chiefs and then follow the launching pattern of that operation into his towns. And I can make it elaborate with multiple fakes and stuff like that, or I can simply just go for that primary target and then still having it listed. You can always just check your travel times and then just do a little notepad with just the order of which towns you should send first. So it's something that's manual, but you can use it more automatically and help you plan out stuff, or just stalk people in getter tools. See, oh, what previous alliance has this guy been in? Oh, why did they kick him? And oh, you know, all the cozy little details you can figure out. And then we can send that hero on an adventure. Oh shit, have I? No. I'm like, overflow. But no, luckily not. I think I want to boost this and this up, and then we could do the mill here in 35 seconds, and then yeah. But as you can see now, the hero is gone, and again, we've boosted up some more stuff. So, but the foundation of like 2k in each would be nice, just to sit and chill sim these fields up some more. And again, we're still in that phase where we're like, we need resources, and that's why we keep using gold on building these. We might slag a little bit later on in regards to boosting up towns, right? So, but still doing the foundations. And we're still trying to catch up from getting our cap destroyed or hurt a little bit. But okay, now we got stuff to sim with, and I don't want to overdo it. We can sim these pretty quickly. I also wanted to go find food, right, you guys? Okay, can you? Okay. Oh, damn. Because a finished support village is again dependent on where and how are you in the early game, or in the game in general. And okay, a support village, I'm gonna take you on the word, it's not a town that builds any units. So it's a support, it's just for resource production. And in the early game, you get it to like level 15, 16 in the warehouses max. if you're more people on your account, of course. If you're a solo player, just get up your fucking shit so you don't overflow necessarily in the supporters. But you lay the foundation of getting all to 10, right? You get these to 15, 16 maybe. Get all the infrastructure done, except from bakery only to level 3. You get what you need in regards to expand, and then you can get the town hall to 10. You can get market to level 13, and then stop building on it. Then all your resources go into your cap fields or into a new town. So you limit yourself to only have those elements in place, all the basics, and just enough marketplace to push out. So you can keep increasing your economic growth as much as possible. So suddenly we had that, you can check the previous videos on YouTube. We had all these other towns that were stuck there at market 13, and we're simply just making more production in the other towns, getting that done. And every time we didn't boost up a town and couldn't because of CP, then we worked on the cap fields. So that is where you want your supporter in the early game. Right now we're still late early game, and here we kind of want to push up capacity to be able to bank up some resources. We want one of, or pretty much we want 2 of each. But again, your granary production is higher, so we will start thinking about what can we take down in the town, because this is only going to be a supporter. It's not going to have barrack and all that stuff and stable and smithy, and this trapper shouldn't be there. Everything will got to go in due time. What's important to reach is probably warehouse, 2 of them at level 20 and 3 granaries to level 20. So that is kind of a goal set we want to reach in the following days. We have other priorities to do, but if you really just want to chill, lay that foundation here when you're starting to get like 10 towns, then you can get up that capacity. We'll build a trade office so it can boost out the resources. You have these barracks. When trade office is up, stable can go 2, but then suddenly you have 2 warehouses, 5 granaries, or whatever. You'll remove Trapper Academy, all of this, and build warehouses and granaries. You can also remove Hero Mansion, residence at some point. These 2 you would probably keep around for a longer time because you can get that academy to 10 20. You might also keep it because it's a good CP generating building, so you can keep that for the end game and still have all this space almost to build warehouses and granaries. And again, this one could just go as well. If you're in the countryside and nobody's contesting any oasis or whatever, remove that. And then suddenly you have a capacity here for 240,000 resources and 560 granary capacity. That is a really good supporter in the long run. And it generates a lot of good CP for your continued growth of your account. That is how I would say you should develop your supporters. And again, dev towns are very equal to that, honestly. You just have your TS, you have your hospital, and then you have your stable and barracks. And then smithy gotta go when the troops are maxed out, and you just remove that and build another warehouse or granary. And again, the same premise sticks. You still keep all your resource production in a dev town, I would recommend for sure. And then in hammers, it's a quite different story. You want to remove this later on, as you need the capacity for more granaries and warehouses as your rating starts to increase and develop further. But right now we have all our production buildings in all our current hammers. Yeah. So that was actually a very nice input. Thank you for asking that question, because I think it's very relevant in regards to how do we build up our production. So it's kind of, you build up your productions to be able to go towards building the infrastructure for your towns in the long run and make your account more enjoyable to be on. Like many people do this really sad thing where you just build one warehouse, one granary, and then you sit and build workshops, you sit and build wah, 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 and whatever. And it's super pointless compared to just having that fucking capacity. So you can walk away and then your supporters don't overflow for 24 hours. And just, just for 12 hours is amazing. So you can use that for later stages of the game when you probably have a hammer and then you have a trainer that gets sent to you, or you pick that up and then you're supposed to boost your trainer production. If you only have 80,000 capacity in each town, and then you have 10 of them, I don't know how much that is. That's maybe a few millions, 5 million you can have on your account, and then use that to boost your trainer. But if you have 240,000 in resources and 500 capacity in granary, then you can fill that up, and you can imagine that suddenly each town is a million. So then it's easy to boost 30, 25 million approximately into your trainer queues. So that really helps that the rotation pattern of a trainer in an alliance is way more stable and fluid, and people don't have to have a trainer that often if you're able to store up that many resources in the long run. So can be good at some point to start changing your account. So you start with the basic grid and the basic levels on that 13, and then you start developing again. Town Hall 10 here. Again, me and Nick talked about it earlier. It's like normally we would probably have 16 in the capital and a nice Egyptian, and then you would be boosting your town halls from 10 to 16 now in all of them. So you kind of grow your account based on the needs and where you are at in the game, and then you kind of change your the necessity of the buildings within them, and then you sit and tear down buildings. You can easily now at Barrack 3, Smithy 3 and stuff like that, it's very easy to sim down, and then some of the bigger stuff you can auto take down if you want to, but otherwise you can also, when they're at the same place in their lifespan, these villages, you can sit and do, okay, everybody's getting stable down, okay, fine, then I'll spend an hour simming all of them down at the same time. So you can lower your gold consumption to some extent, also preparing for these new towns if you're a low gold player. So I'm just talking, guys. I can't stop. So, but you guys have been writing some more. When does it pay off to level fields in a support village compared to level cap fields? Easier to ask you when do the math myself. Well, thanks, Olaf. Thanks for putting it all on me. But in principle, it's always cheaper to build up a new town compared to building cap fields. Again, it gives task rewards to level your hero so you can raid more and your hero remains alive. That's one benefit from it, but it also gives more resources from those tasks, and at the same time it provides more income to build up a town than it does to increase your levels on your cap. However, I think just go back, check the previous videos we have about this round on YouTube, and the thing is that these like we still, I think we went to 10 and then we started boosting up the new town, and then we kind of started again, you get locked into this factor where you're waiting for CP, then you start working on your cap fields. Okay, boost up the next town, build cap fields while you wait for CP. So you would automatically grow your capital, but having really good oasis to your capital, you should focus on your capital in many instances. But in most cases, it would always be more beneficial getting up a new supporter. But again, getting that to the max would require a higher amount of gold. So if you want to be a low gold spender, I would recommend working on your capital more and just keep the simming going on these low fields, and then invest some gold into completing these towns whenever you need it for leveling your hero or for just getting more income on your account. And again, the boosting only depends on the time frame that you use to build it. Like, you kind of want that whole town up, so everything that takes a short while to build, it's okay. If it takes more than 15 minutes, then probably gold it, you know. So today kind of became an educational class in in how to just build a fucking load of farm list and try and get them out there, and about developing a new town at this stage in the game, also kind of early, later game, and how you can keep growing your account. I think I'll take the evening off and just chill and hang out with you guys. We're always around in the Discord, of course, but otherwise I'll relax and find myself some food, and hopefully stay safe out there. So I wish you guys to stay safe out there, and have a great evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for sticking in and dropping by. Oh shit, you guys. I kind of forgot. I'm back. Usually we also talk a little bit about where we're going in the game. And right now, we are gonna be running here with the spawn, just going full ham on units. I guess if we can at some point, we're gonna get that tournament square up. We're gonna get that stable to 20. Capital is waiting for that warehouse to go up so we can start working on those 16s. And again, as I just elaborated on before, when this is up, there's no other way for us to increase our economic growth on the account unless we extend our cap fields to 16, so, or get these up to maybe 12, and then work on the 16s. But that's kind of where we are right now, and then we're just gonna keep stable running and full hammer here in BO1, and then we will start when this is up. It's gonna be independent like the other ones here, and it's just gonna run phalanx and scouts. Primarily we're gonna be running scouts, so I think just stable to 20 to begin with, and then make some scouts because I really want to go start looking around in the area, and see if we can find some close by farms to increase our rating. Yeah, so that will be that until tomorrow. By tomorrow we can settle a new supporter. I think it's gonna be a resource supporter, just to get more to boost with, and then hopefully we'll be done with 16s tomorrow evening or something, hopefully. And that was it. That was the little ending here until we continue tomorrow. I could be back later this evening, but I don't know. I'll talk to Nick about it. He's the manager after all. So until next time, guys, thanks for dropping by.